Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Here today at Meadowlands Fishery near Coventry. Just on a 2-day festival, all on weight. So hoping for 2 flies really, see how it goes. Hope you all enjoy the video and let's crack on. Look at the fish down there. There must be at least 10 I can see there. Just basking down the edge. Unbelievable. Right then, been on that short line for a good half an hour now. Only the one fish. It seemed to be fishing quite hard, to be honest. Been feeding this shallow line for about 40 minutes. Just seen an odd fish in the area, not necessarily in the feed, but just around it. I thought it was worth a try. Nicked this fish here. I just didn't think shallow line was going to be the one today. The fish are a bit muggy. It was hot. They didn't really want to feed. Right then, there's about an hour left into the match. Just caught the odd fish shallow throughout the day. Didn't have anything short. I did try the waggler, and I did nick one on that as well. It was fishing quite hard at this point. I only had about 40 odd pound with an hour to go. Just fed it 2 hours to go, and then started seeing signs about an hour to go. A few fish was definitely coming in now. Just feeding ground bait down the edge, fishing double worm. I did try double meat and double corn as well, but just wasn't as effective. Bit of a fish race now coming to this last hour as they're starting to feed down the edge. They finally turned up. The chap to the right on peg 3's emptied it really. He's had 200 pound at this point. Just catching anywhere. He's caught slapping, short, waggler, you name it. But the fish just always seem to be going that way. You'll have 3 or 4 fish to the right, and then one will just sneak off towards me, and it was just like that all day really. If you do know them early pegs at Meadowlands, they do like to sit in that bay, and that's where the majority of the big whites do come from, especially in this time of the year. Did feed to my left hand side as well, but just didn't seem to be any good, so I did stop feeding it in the end. The fish just wasn't coming that way, and the pegs were struggling to the left. Okay then, coming into about the last half an hour now, the peg was getting stronger and stronger. Just big potting after every fish, pretty much. Just sitting over the top, and there was just straight on it. Unfortunately, the camera did die, so this is the last clip you'll see, as it did die with about 20 minutes to go, unfortunately. Yeah, I reckon I've had about £80 in this last hour slash 40 minutes. So it has been solid, to be fair. I ended the session on about 135 odd pound. It put me about 10th out of about 30 anglers, so it was okay, but definitely needed a flyer tomorrow to do any good. The peg to my right, peg 3 and peg 1, both got £200 plus. The peg opposite, 72 on the right hand side, he's got £200 plus. So unfortunately, I was just off the fish a little bit in this zone, but done okay, considering a lot of the pegs on the left did really struggle. So hopefully draw a flyer on day 2. Right then, day 2 of the Meadowlands Festival, drawn peg 60. Not the greatest peg, to be honest. You got 57 next peg, and I got bars on 62 there, so I've got plenty of room. I'm not sure of the weights in this area today. I know 62 had £90. I'm not sure about these pegs here though. Seen the odd fish on the bottom wagger line, not really too much short. So I think it's going to be a day's fishing. To get anywhere placement today, you're going to need over £200 plus minimum. And I don't know if we're going to get that from this peg today, but we'll have a go. Hopefully we'll catch a few fish anyway. I mean, I enjoyed it, so that's the main thing. Hopefully get a few in the margins late. Right then, coming into the last 2 hours. It's now 3 o'clock. Baz has got 4 to my left. I've had 2, and I've got about £10 of skimmers as well. And the bloke on my right, he's had 2, and he's got about the same as me, 10, maybe £15 of skimmers. Fishing very hard. The weather is currently 30 degrees, so they're definitely not in feeding mode. Seen the odd fish over there, but not much is coming out at all. Like, no one's bagging up or nothing that I've heard anyway. Just coming towards the end now. It's been a long day. Fished a long pole, short pole, bone waggler. I even tried in the middle of the lake. I've picked up an odd fish here, there, everywhere. On this point, I think I had about 5 carp and about £10 of skimmers. Baz on my left there, he was catching a few towards the end on that short line. Anyway, the fish did come in eventually, 10 minutes to go. Did see a swell down there. Just fed ground bait and fished double worm over the top that worked yesterday. Clearly there wasn't enough fish in this area to get a big weight, unfortunately, today. But with a day's fishing at least, just hook this one now. Right then, at the end of the match, I've weighed in low £50, I think I had 54, something like that. I know Baz next to me had 75, something like that. And the bloke on the right, just shy of £100. He did catch a few in his margin and short late. Yeah, frustrating day, but just felt like nothing was going to happen. Don't know who won it overall. I know on the opposite bank they did start catching a few towards the end, and it was a lot more consistent over there today compared to yesterday. I think we ended about mid-table, which was okay, considering some people really had struggled, because it didn't really fish that well, to be honest, only in areas. As you can see, we got that last fish in. It was actually a grass carp,